What's good, y'all? It's that boy, that guy, that man, that main Vaga. And I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let's see if you can hear it. Yeah, I ain't from here, but I know what that sound mean. That means hot. That's some cicadas. I know that sound anywhere. But anyway, as you can see, I got on my cowboy hat today. Shout out to Miss Slime for the fashion advice. And shout out to my muy fantastico vaqueros mexicanos. That's I don't know if I said that right, by the way. I'm sure y'all gonna let me know. But that's all my very fantastic Mexican cowboys. Shout out to all my black cowboys as well, you know what I mean? Anyway, so back with another adventure. And in today's video, this is gonna be episode 2 of how to become a successful lease operator. And in the video, we're gonna be talking about picking out your truck. So this is like a real important step in your process. If you don't pick out a good truck, it's gonna eat you alive as a lease op. So like I said, we're in Nogales, Arizona, and it's like part of the city is in the United States and the other part of the city is in Mexico. So we're right down here by the border yet again. It's like further down I-8 and all the other stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about? But anyway, it's hot as I don't know what. What's the current temperature right now? Let's see. It is, hold on, there we go. Okay, so it's like 11 something right now. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's 95 degrees. And it's supposed to get up to 111 or 112 today. So that's the scenery, that's the mountain range out there. But anyway, we ain't necessarily come here for that. I just want to show y'all what's going on. So let's get into this video. All right, y'all, so before I start, I had to find some shade underneath this tree over here, because this heat is like literally absolutely disrespectful, and it ain't doing nothing but getting hotter by the second. So anyway, all right, let's go and get into it. So while you in your TNT phase or whatever, and you're on your trainer truck, go ahead and start going to the Success Leasing website, and I'll show y'all a screenshot of what that looked like right here. But yeah, so that way you can kind of go ahead and start getting a feel of what trucks are out there that they have, you know, on the upgrade list, and you know, maybe in the mind of what truck that you want, you know, how long the lease terms and stuff is and all that, because on there they actually have all the information for you. So they have, you know what I'm saying, like for example, it might be a Freightliner Cascadia 2021 or something like that, and they'll have a lease term for maybe like a year and 8 months or something like that. And with that, they'll also have a price, you know, how much it's gonna cost you per week and everything. So that's a real good resource to go ahead and start putting yourself in the mindset and frame, you know what I mean, of what you're gonna be looking at. All right, so another thing that, hold on, let me let these trucks and cars pass by. Speed, ain't it? Anyway, another thing that you should be doing while you also on your trainer truck in the TNT phase, or even if you're not in the TNT phase, you come from somewhere else, another thing that you should be doing is getting yourself in the mindset of what kind of truck, what kind of truck you want to lease. Like, come up with a plan of action that you want for your truck. And what I mean by that is, like, do you want to buy a truck eventually one day? Are you, hold on, no, epic fail. We're getting active over here in Nogales, man. A little baby Mexico. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like, do you want to buy a truck eventually, or are you trying to lease like forever? Because that's gonna, you know, dictate how long you sign your contract for. So, you know, come up with a game plan that you want to do as far as, you know, your truck, and that kind of touches on what I said in that last video about your mindset. If you ain't seen that, go check it out. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make a playlist. It's not in the playlist setting quite yet underneath my videos, just click on the videos tab and you'll see it underneath there for episode 1. So yeah, man, come up with a plan of action that you want for your truck, like how long you trying to lease for and what you trying to get out of it, because like that there alone, that's gonna make all the difference in what kind of type of truck that you choose. So and before I move on, I want to make a mention of that success leasing list. So y'all don't get discouraged if when it's time to upgrade you don't see your name on that list. I didn't know this information whenever I upgraded, because I was thinking, I was like, man, I'm supposed to be on the list, but you know what I'm saying, I don't see my name. And it got to the point where I got to Springfield and everything. I'm like, why my name ain't on the list? But there's actually 2 lists. So you got one list that you got for you to upgrade, and that's for you to come into the terminal and do all that. And I'll, you know, maybe one day make a video on upgrading and what all that entails. But then the second list is after you complete your upgrade part and they sign you off and you good to go. Then that's when you get on the list of the trucks that you see on the Success Leasing site. So yeah, like I said, don't be discouraged about that. You know what I'm saying? It's all, you know, part of the system. All right, so next I'm gonna talk about 2 more points. I'm gonna have to go back inside the truck and talk some more, cause boy, it's about that time, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sweating all my chocolate away, man. Anywho, all right, so next talking point, what I got on here. Okay, all right, so once you actually get to the terminal or whatever and you're taking them classes, go ahead and catch the shuttle over there to the lot, like the Success Leasing lot, and start looking at the trucks, because the trucks, they do be unlocked. Well, they are unlocked, and they, you know, I mean, well, they ain't unlocked for forever. They do lock them up at night and all that. During the daytime, I think Monday through Friday, they are open, or at least they should be open, some of them. And you can actually check out the different types of trucks, because Prime has Freightliners, Peterbilts, Kenworth, Volvo, and International. I haven't seen any Mack trucks or Western Stars or anything like that. So to my knowledge, that's all they have, but most of them will be there on the lot for you to see. Hold on. Had another truck pass by that was kind of loud. So yeah, man, that'd be my advice. Get in them in different years of those trucks also, so you can kind of see like what you like, what you don't like, or what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. So yeah, just kind of want to throw that point out there. And the other thing is, let me see, I got a whole talking point list. Let's see. Okay, so the other thing is do that as soon as possible. So when you, they're gonna call you with like a whole bunch of offers or whatever. They're probably gonna try to get, you know, what's older on the lot out there first. They're gonna call you probably with some Internationals or some older Freightliners or whatever. My advice would be, don't take them. You know what I mean? You do got the right to say no, don't feel pressure. Don't take them things, man. Gosh, so many trucks out here, they're so loud. You would have thought this place so busy. Anyway, yeah, man, so like do that as soon as possible, like I said, because when you go out there and look at them, then you can kind of tell it's like, okay, this is what I want, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask and request this, opposed to they're sitting there waiting. So like in my case, I probably could have saved myself probably about 2 days of waiting at the terminal for a truck if I had just went out there and seen what was out there before. You know what I mean? So do that, be proactive and get out there and yeah, man, advocate for yourself, make it, you know what I'm saying, make something work. update. I did go in the truck, but as you can tell, I'm in a different shirt and everything. So it's actually the next day. Got back in the truck, man. Got sleepies on the wet. Ended up taking a nap, and then you know, it was my turn to drive. So we actually over here in Texas now, just past Amarillo. Anyway, so get back to the video. I believe the last thing I talked about was about being proactive and taking initiative and going out there and looking at the trucks or whatever. But you know, I do want to say with that, you know I said don't get the older trucks and stuff, which is, you know, a very good point. You probably don't want them old things. But I will say, you know, a little bit of a caveat with it is, the newer the truck you get, the longer the term of the lease. And so, like I said, that's why, you know, I mentioned before, I have a plan with it. So for me, in my situation, when I first signed my lease or whatever, I had, you know, some stuff going on, and I ended up doing a 2-year lease. I believe I said that in another video. I ended up doing a 2-year lease. Now my plan was, you know, to eventually own my own truck one day, and, you know, maybe throw a driver in it or something like that. But now, if I could go back and do it, I probably would have did like my boy Benji Sinclair TV did. He's another prime driver. You probably seen him in the home time video that I had posted. He was a guy in there shooting the guns with me. Shout out to you, bro. Anyway, he ended up signing a 1-year lease, and so now he's actually about to receive his truck almost as we speak. Actually, it might be same day that this gets posted, it might be out. I mean, you might be picking it up at the yard. But anywho, I would have did a 1-year lease because I would have been placing the order for my truck faster. And the reason why I say it is because here at Prime, all you need is 3 months as a lease op, and you're eligible to place an order for your own truck. So, you know, during that year though, you know, obviously you need to save so that we can make the down payment and stuff like that for it. But I mean, in a year's time, you should have that saved. That honestly should not be a problem. So yeah, man, I would have did a year contract, and you know, been already placing my order for my truck, and I probably would have been receiving it right now as well. So, you know, just some things to think about and reflect on about, you know, how you want to go about this thing. So anyway, going to the next talking point. Okay, so the next talking point I want to talk about is underneath the hood and the truck maintenance and stuff like that to look out for in general. So I popped the hood on Simone to kind of, you know, set the scene, I guess. And point out a couple things, you know what I mean? So, before I even put the camera, I want to tell y'all something. Alright, so make sure y'all look over y'all's truck, both inside and out, and every last piece of square inch on that thing. The reason why I say this is because whenever you sign paperwork for your truck or whatever you don't claim is damaged, then you'll get charged for it whenever you turn that lease truck in. And so that's why I say you want to make sure you look over every square inch of it inside and out. So like any paneling, any wiring, make sure, you know, everything works. If you got a air vent that a piece of the plastic is broken, that, like, notate all that stuff, because you don't want to get charged for something. Now also, the less damage that they find, you know, the more you return it back in its original state, that's more you'll get back on your lease completion bonus. So I know some of y'all are saying, okay, well, I really don't know about truck maintenance or either diesel mechanic, but, you know, just think about it for a second. You do know how to do a pre-trip, so start there. Do a super thorough pre-trip of that truck. That's something you do know how to do. And then also think about like the systems. Okay, So I know that this truck has a lot of air. I know a fan, a regular house fan, blows air. It sucks it in and blows it out. So same thing on the truck. You can Google it. Google what on the truck brings in the air, and then look at where it blows it out to, like all the different channels it blows it out to. So little stuff like that, like take what you know and use it to your advantage, to try to, you know what I'm saying, look over the truck in detail. And if you have access to it, try to get a mechanic to come out there with you. If you don't have access to it, like I said, just do the best you can. And then once you go to the bays and everything to get the truck checked out, you can ask the mechanics there to help you look over stuff. So yeah, that'd be my advice starting off with the picking out your truck. As far as the maintenance part, make sure you look over it in detail, inside and out. A couple of notable spots I want to point out is, like, look for residue or whatever. Look for residue on the pieces. If you looking around, you see anything that look like it might have leaked, or if you see any like frayed wires or rips or tears in any of the rubber like that, like any of the rubber hoses, you know, notate it, and also make a note for yourself in your own notebook, because it might not be the truck for you, or if it is a truck for you, you know what I'm saying, at least you have a backup saying that you did document it. What else? Check your fluid levels as well. So here, that's your oil, at least on the first line of Cascaders, that's where you add the oil. That's your dipstick right there. Check the you know, oil and stuff that's in the truck. Check, and y'all don't mind that, that's just dirt from the road and stuff like that. I actually just got it washed not too long ago, just got back dirty that fast going through the West Coast. But anyway, check your fluid levels for your power steering, your coolant, and everything like that. Just make sure everything's good to go there. Another thing that actually ended up happening to me, like something that was real small that most people wouldn't think about, is right underneath the driver's seat there's some wires and air hoses, and one of the wires ended up getting disconnected, and so they had to fix that. But another thing, my inverter, when I first got the truck, they had to change out the inverter because I don't know if it was shorting out or someone working on it right. So, like, you know, like I said, just think about it in detail. And I still wanted the truck even though that was going on, because at the time I had got like it was 2022. I got a 2022. Like I said, it was on a 2-year contract, which is what I was wanting anyway. So yeah, man, little stuff like that, just look it over. No, I said that about 100 times, but oh well, look it over. That's how much I mean it. Alright, so I'm about to wrap this thing on up. Been recording for a while, and also I'm getting sleepy, a little hungry, ready to do this changeover so we can keep on moving. But last couple of tips is, let me get out of his way. It's like everybody want to come by when you're trying to record a video. Any other time, people don't be in your way. Anywho, last tip is, when you do sign that contract, so you got 72 hours to finalize you with that truck and sign that contract once you choose which one you want for Success Leasing. If I were you, I would wait until that Wednesday, or either a Wednesday, at the very earliest, a Tuesday, to sign that contract. The reason why I say is because that gives you a full week of running with no payment. Say it again, full week of running with no payment. On my very first week, I ended up signing mine on a Tuesday. If I could have did it on a Wednesday, I probably would have made even more. My first week, I think it was around like $3,200 straight to me. So, and that's after expenses and everything like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Try to sign that contract on a Wednesday, at the very earliest on a Tuesday. Also, when you take it to the mechanic shop, have them adjust your fifth wheel, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It might be a little loud because of this reefer unit, but have them adjust your fifth wheel, because you see the gap between the trailer and the truck. The closer the fifth wheel is, the closer that gap is also. So when you go to do a U-turn, that means the corner of that trailer is going to hit the corner of that truck faster. So having to slide it as far back as possible and get it set for you, that way you ain't got to worry about it. Yeah, man, I think that about wraps it up. Sorry if the information was a little bit jumbled and unclear. I tried to make it as clear as possible. It was so many things that I wanted to say, but then, you know, when you come out to say it, it gets all rambled together because you're thinking about so many thoughts. So anyway, I hope the video helped. I hope, you know, y'all learn something from it, and y'all make the best decision for you when it comes time to picking out your truck. Like I always say, drop a comment in the comment section. You know, if you got any questions, or you can email me at vagamade@gmail.com. And yeah, man, I hope this helped. You know, it was kind of videos a little bit of everywhere, but you know, I think it was needed because I'm sure a lot of people are going through this situation, or either about to go through this situation. So anyway, with that being said, catch y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and Vaga out.